So the story made us now start thinking and positioning ourselves as a Pan-African PR agency and thinking of how we can get teams on ground in these different African countries.
CTA with Mary, video 9.
You know, so we're just starting the story. Glasshouse PR is taking form and shape. We left at a bit of a cliffhanger, and that is Facebook call.
Yeah. So
2 employees, 2014.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we get an email from Facebook on info, and they're like, we are looking for a PR agency to help us shortlist SMEs in Kenya who have been using Facebook for growth, and then we can write stories about them.
Wow.
And I mean, I'm sure they emailed many other people, but I mean, I wasn't busy, so I responded immediately. They responded, and we were shortlisted to do the job.
Wow.
Yeah,
So it's
it happened
not
so quickly.
like
And then remember my training with Google. I now knew when it comes to international companies, PR and marketing are separate.
Wow.
So by the time I'm speaking to Facebook, I knew that we are only going to have conversations around storytelling, around key messaging, around positioning. It has to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get the job,
get
like in
the
a
job.
space of how much? A month, 2 months, 3 months?
Now within a week, they
Week?
came back
Uh-huh.
because they wanted us to start the job immediately. It was a 3 months project, and then it was culminating to an event where the VP Europe and Middle East was coming to Kenya to meet the SMEs that we had shortlisted. And it was, so the event was at Kempinski. They had already arranged that. So as we are just now bringing the people together. So went around shortlisting, which are these businesses that are using Facebook. There are the bonfires. We chose Bonfire. We chose Shiro from Fun Kids. We chose a couple of them.
Yes.
And then presented them, and then they checked them out. Then some of them we shortlisted them to tell their stories. We shot some videos, and then now it culminated to this particular event at Kempinski with the VP Facebook coming to Kenya.
Okay. Is your company incorporated at this time?
It was incorporated in 2014.
After that Google thing, you're like,
Yeah.
never again.
Yeah, it was incorporated in 2014. But these ones didn't even ask.
Oh, they didn't even ask for
Yeah,
that?
because they didn't even have an office in Kenya.
I get it.
Yeah, so we were working with someone. We were even speaking with someone in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does the pay of a thing like that look like?
It wasn't much. Actually, the pay wasn't much.
Huh?
Yeah.
$1 million?
No, it was way, way less.
Like what?
I'm
just trying to get an understanding.
Yeah.
There's a point, definitely, let's stop asking about figures, don't worry.
Yeah.
But at this time, I'm just trying to get an understanding of your money management.
Yeah.
And even your
I
negotiating
think
skills.
for us, probably we got so excited it was Facebook that we forgot to even negotiate, because they offered us like USD 2,000. So it wasn't that much, but it was a big deal that we worked with Facebook.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you were even shooting the video content for them?
That one they were paying. I don't know. They were paying
videographers.
The videographers separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your role was very simple. Shortlist for us the SMEs who are using this platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does that do for you? Like that's on your CV now.
Yeah, that was crazy, because when this chick now came to write my story, she started with, and you're now working with Facebook, because now it was all over. Remember, we are also telling our own story.
The
career.
She writes it.
She wrote it. She added it on that, because it was still the beginning of. It was the first few months of 2014.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when she writes that story,
Yeah.
it is the culmination of that story, and now you're working with Facebook.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So that changes your trajectory.
That changes the brand, and everyone wants to know what is this. First of all, just to take us back, when I came into the PR world, everyone was like, PR is equals to events. And I remember even students would approach me and they'd be like, I want to work in your company because I do events. I'm like, guys, PR is not about events. I mean, that used to irritate me a lot. It's not events. Event is just
Component.
a component we use to achieve what we want to achieve in PR. PR is about storytelling. It's about authentic positioning. It's about telling stories. It's not about even, it's about thinking. It's about innovation thinking. It's not even about spinning. So because of politics,
Yes.
also people used to think PR is spinning.
Oh.
And the public always, when they hear the word PR, they think of spinning.
Yes, it's
And
association with
yeah,
turning around a narrative.
turning around the narrative. And people would also come to us, they're like, oh, we have a crisis, so we'd like you to, I'm like, no, PR is not just for crisis, it's part of it, but it's not about crisis, it's way more than that. PR can do so much for brands and for companies, but people don't understand the power of PR. So for some reason at that point I had understood, especially by interacting with now the Googles, even the Facebook. When he did that particular project,
Yeah.
it was quite interesting, even what it did for those companies. Even today I look at those companies and most of them were propelled from that interaction with Facebook and how Facebook endorsed them and spoke about them because the stories were put on a global stage,
Wow.
their stories. And that's part of PR, telling stories of brands.
Was Glasshouse one of the companies within that?
No, because
you couldn't. It's conflict.
Yeah, it's conflict because now we are their client, but we told our story to everyone that we worked with Facebook.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you meeting other PR players in the industry, or are you independent, aka alone?
Actually, we are an independent PR agency till now.
Yes.
Which is a term I discovered way later, a few years after that, where there are PR agencies that are owned by particular conglomerates, and then
Yeah.
there is now independent PR agencies that are started by individuals. Some of them are usually bought out.
Yes.
So at that point, I'm independent. I'm not even thinking about anyone in the industry. I mean, I would see them, but for some reason, because of where my mind is, I'm like, I understand what you guys are doing. It's because mostly people would associate PR equals events. So I came to the industry to push, like we need to go beyond that. And then there's also an association of PR people are blonde. They just, sit, like, they just go for events and the events look nice. People don't even think in PR. I was coming to push that particular boundary. I'm like, no, PR people think we need to combine tech with PR. Digital media is the new thing. So there's a way, when I came in, I was pushing on that. And I thank God that even the companies that came on board were tech companies. So we actually now started doing a lot of tech PR because immediately after Facebook, Viber came. Viber was it's like a mobile
app for calling. It was
It was like a WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So
it didn't penetrate though.
It didn't penetrate, but then they were trying, that time they were trying to revive themselves. So we did what we call influencer marketing at that point, at that level.
Who did you use?
We used friends we knew or people we knew. We used Fat Boy. We used another person I don't want to mention.
Ali Kimbi and MPESA.
No. They are just their brand right now. I mean,
okay.
I don't even, thank God, I can't even remember their name. We used a couple of people just to, and not only in Kenya. So when they came to us, they asked, can you do this for us in Africa?
Wow.
So actually, that's the time my mind now, remember my mind had already been provoked or triggered when I went for Africa Rise. So my mind was like, wait, again, Glasshouse PR is not just a company in Kenya. We need to do more in the continent.
And how did they find you? Or the Facebook noise?
Yeah, the Facebook noise.
Did the Facebook brand partnership
yes.
Or leveraging what you did for them
Yes.
and their name, did it help get you clients now?
Yes.
Including these guys?
Yes, because I think they came after Facebook. They were in the Middle East. They were representing Viber. So they came to us. They're like, what? So we said, yeah, we've worked with Tech PR, we've worked with Facebook. So they came to us and we did that campaign for them. But
Viber. You're telling me that this now is across Africa?
Yes. So we touched a few, influencers in different parts of the continent. And then we did articles for them. So we wrote articles about this new feature that they were bringing up across the continent. So that one we published in local newspaper in East Africa, different parts of East Africa.
So,
yeah.
First and foremost, are you still living at your aunt's?
I transitioned in 2014.
In 2014?
Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, how do you get these other connections? Are you beginning to build a database of people in media?
Yes.
And how are you then connecting with influencers out of the country? Or did
2013.
you fly?
No, I didn't fly, just online. You
Okay.
just inbox people and they respond. And also for the database of the media, it's like that time I knew everyone in the media by name, first name.
Okay.
First and second name.
Yeah.
Because again, K Crew really helped. Most of the people who I met then had gone to work in the media.
Okay.
And if I didn't know anyone, I'd call, I'd be like, oh, I'm looking for this and this person. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, in terms of media, I had good relationships. And then after now this chick did my story and Tony Timasi did my story, everyone in media wanted to do my story. So
so they are calling you.
They are calling to do my story, but then I also now I would pitch my clients to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I also asked the question again. I know we explained it, but let's break down again.
Yeah.
What then is PR? I know we keep coming back here,
Yes.
but I just really want us to make sure that everybody understands this thing.
Yeah.
Because especially because we're talking a lot about the context of social media management. There's a lot of marketing in this region.
Yeah.
But then now when these are the clients from international clients are coming,
Yeah.
they want PR and not marketing.
Yeah. So PR is positioning brands where there's that party endorsement, and we use a lot of media to tell the stories of these particular clients.
So you can't PR yourself. You can't tell your own
You
story.
can use digital media now to tell your story.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then these other clients, they will be the payment for their. You guys were just doing the contractuals. You were not doing the payments for them, the ones who are abroad.
Yes, the Viber now.
Yeah.
No, we were not doing payments to the influencers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does that money help you? Are you still 2 people?
We are like 3 now. Yeah.
So who's the third person now you've brought in, and why?
I'd brought in someone to help with digital media.
Buying.
No, just managing, because now I'm getting busy doing working, managing all this.
And who's going to pitch for all these jobs? You.
I'm the pitching, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're getting relationship managers to manage these clients.
People who would work behind.
Oh, so you are the one who's client
I manage.
facing.
Yeah.
But they would be the ones who are doing all the posting and everything.
Yeah. So I'm also overseeing that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing everything.
So, is your leadership style micromanage based? And I don't mean that from a negative way.
Yeah.
I'm just asking because of quality control.
Yeah.
Especially at the startup level, because that's where
at a startup level you have to do it like that, unless you're paying. You have, like right now, like we have a client director who I don't have to be on her neck all the time. I know she's going to do exactly what is required to be done, because she's worked in the industry for over 15 years.
Yeah.
So I don't have to keep, going after her. This particular time, it's because you're working with people. When you leave them, the client complains about caption.
Yes.
I remember there's a client who'll be like, "What's wrong with your team? No, how did they leave a comma? Why did they leave a full stop?" So now you have to be the one looking through to make sure that commas are not left out. They're full stops. So you just.
I mean, you can't. You own the brand tone.
Yeah.
The brand is trusting you with their tone and their story.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but from a leadership perspective, then, how are you growing? How are you training? Training through them doing. So you see, like this person who now is assisting you. What do? Do you sit them and tell them this? How do you knowledge transfer?
I think it's by doing, because I learn by doing, and then new things are coming daily. So as new things are coming daily, we are also learning on the go, and then I'm telling you, this is when something like this come, please do it like this.
And you don't have an office at this time?
No, we did. We were working. We are still. It's the same office we have.
Oh, from the time now. So when you were 3 employees, you started working.
Because they had a virtual. What do you call it?
Co-working space.
Co-working spaces. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But now you've got so that's why what time did you now start going there?
We would still go because they give you rooms.
Oh, yes, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand it. Okay, go on.
Yeah. So.
And first of all, wait. So was this good pay now?
For Viber? It was okay.
What's okay?
it was better. I actually don't, for some reason, I actually even don't remember Viber.
Okay.
I'm out. I just remember that we worked
And it
with
wasn't
Viber.
consistent. It was just a one-off.
Yeah, it was a one-off. It was
Okay.
a project. Yeah.
They were not a retainer client.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a project for the feature they were trying to introduce in Africa.
Okay.
But that now opened us up into the continent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Walk us now through this.
So, and that's where I'd call like now the people I met in Africa Rise, like Zambia, I'm looking for this and this person. I'd call Uganda, I'm looking for this and this person. So there are people I'd met through those religious setups, Africa Rise, ETCs, from different African countries, and those are the people now I'd call and now ask them, I'm looking for this. And the interesting thing, the people I'd interact with were in the media entertainment space.
Yes.
So it was easier to get whoever you're looking for.
I get it.
Yeah.
So you had a touch point through this event
Yes.
to people in these countries.
Yeah.
So for Viber, you're able to then get the influencers.
Yeah, yeah.
Call, manage, and then now just connect them.
Yeah. To
Okay.
the client, yeah.
So when you say it opened you up in terms of work.
Yeah.
But did it open you up in terms of clients? Or where does the story go next?
So the story made us now start thinking and positioning ourselves as a Pan-African PR agency and thinking of how we can get teams on ground in these different African countries.
At this
That's
stage?
where the conversation started, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, whether it's getting probably a consultant in a particular country who can do certain things, that conversation started then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you doing that? You make it, like maybe the networks you already had made.
Yes, yes.
The networks you had made you networks or what?
Yes. So I meet someone and I'm like, I'm looking for a PR consultant in this and this country. Can you connect me? Yeah. Or in your country, can you connect me? Yeah.
Oh, I get it. So
Yeah.
these guys became touch points for you
Yeah.
in this, not per se employees,
Yeah.
but touch points for you. If you've got a Pan-African
Yeah.
campaign,
Yeah.
we can run it as Glasshouse,
As Glasshouse.
through these three things. We give
Yeah.
them the narrative.
Yes.
We do the
You
strategy.
do the strategy, yeah, and then you implement. Whether it's media relations, media management in your country, you manage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where does the story then go? Remember, right now we're still at Viber.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So then we had our real estate client come back because he used to go and come in 2014. Then my story has been done. In 2014, I was actually in the media a lot.
Uh-huh.
I was interviewed a couple of times. Then the big 2015 comes in where it's towards the end of 2014 actually, same year, where I meet this person on Twitter. So they seem like they're doing stuff for startups and I'm interested. So their story was they had invested in a couple of startups in Kenya, and I was like, oh, I'm interested. I'd like to represent this brand because remember, I'm also at that point I'm working with. Why are you laughing?
Because I know this story. It just hit me.
It just hit you. It hadn't hit you.
No, it hadn't hit me.
So at this point, I'm working with